Hi, yes, hello, it's me again. I completely forgot I needed to film more of these, so I'll play it in the background as I talk about this. So I completely forgot, right? I'm supposed to be editing these videos for June. I put it off to the actual last moment, and I'm trying to sit and do it now. And then I looked, and I saw I only had 4 videos filmed. 4. June has 9 Sundays and Saturdays, alright? That means I needed 5 more videos. Now, thankfully, the presidential videos that you've been seeing there, I was just gonna either like not use those or put them up during July or put them on my clips channel. I'm gonna repurpose them and put them here. So this, so that I can only have to film 2 videos, and then I still need to edit all of them. So it's a long road ahead for me, but yeah, 2200 we're getting rid of some countries, 2400 we're getting rid of some countries, 2550 we bring it down to 2, and 2600 we crown a winner. So, you know, I should let this run to 3000, but, you know. And yes, I know these videos suck. Trust me, I do know that these suck. But Doodle Empire should be coming out very soon from when I'm recording this. And so hopefully I could spend June filming those videos, put them up in July and all that. Because Doodle Empire at least is guaranteed to be 8 minutes. And they're kind of the more fun videos to do, because this is just I sit here doing nothing watching as stuff happens. So hopefully Doodle Empires actually comes out. July I also kind of want to like more experiment, which is why I filmed those president videos, because I wanted to experiment. And yet here we are, they're in June because my stupid ass forgot I needed to film 5 videos. So yeah, we're trying to get this done very quick here. This button's new. What does this do? Where'd my mouse go? There it is. Oh, I don't remember that button being there. How you guys been, huh? You know, I do occasionally when I'm recording say that I hit a milestone or something, and then I was editing the videos for May, and I hear, oh, I hit 900 subscribers. I'm like, damn, I'm closing in on 300 now. You know, so sorry, 3,000 now. So let's just look at what I've done, you know, recently in this. And by the time this comes out, hopefully this is like very far in the distance to where I'm like so far past it. I'm at 3,358 subscribers. In the month of May so far, I have 1,008,000 views with 47. 1,008,047. That's kind of absurd. 1 million views in a month is actually really absurd. It's all inflated because of YouTube's inflation. So realistically, I probably got 500,000 views. Again, YouTube inflated their views. I feel like, if I recall correctly, the way to see a more accurate number is look at your engaged views. Yeah, 442,656 engaged views. So that's probably closer to the actual number. But hey, I'll take 1 million. You know, on my clips channel, 1530, somewhere around there, still that channel doesn't grow for shit, which is why I contemplated putting the presidential videos over there. What else? My joint channel's at 25. Go subscribe to my joint channel. We're doing daily Pokemon videos over there. I've came up with another idea, and when I say I came up with it, it's because other people probably have done it, but it's kind of like Guess That Pokemon, but with like people, movies, video game, whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, go subscribe to my joint channel. All right. We may or may not have added a new member to the channel, so you know, stuff like that. I just realized it's way past 2200. Oh my lord. All right, hold on. Let's get rid of the countries anyway. Let's bring it down to 30. That's not the right button. What am I doing? It's been a while. Oh, flags. Sierra Leone. Action. Die. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold shift to ignore the warning. Oh, wait, I think I literally asked for this, and now it's here. Bang, look at that. Can I do it here? Italy? No? Okay, I have to still go in. Italy is dead. India is dead. Man, this saves me a lot of clicking. Philippines is dead. Tunisia's dead. Solomon Islands is dead. Alright, cool. I wish you could do it in here, like, hold shift if you want to kill it, and you go boom, 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 you know, whatever, but... we got a cool thing, let's not complain. United States, Cuba, Jamaica, Brazil. What happened to Canada? Not that I'm complaining, it's gone. Zambia, Namibia, Bia. You know, we can call it Bia. You know, guys, still do comment down below any ideas you want to see me do, and maybe I could be able to do it. Just comment down below any video ideas and I'll just yoink it. You know, probably credit you if I remember it. There's been times where somebody told me to do something and I did it and I just never credited them because I forgot. My lord. Like, there's been a few times now I completely forgot to put the comment at the end of the video. On my top comment videos. Sorry, my bad, I didn't mean to. Greenland's taken over the US, how the turntables. Yeah, you know, it is also funny. My Conquest edition, before it started, somebody's like, oh yes, you know, I always say, when you have something that works, throw it out and do something different. And I'm like, brother, what? I'm still doing the original thing. I'm still doing the normal top comment, and you're saying, what? Like, huh? I just wanted variety. I'm still doing the other one. There's 2 normal top comment series still going on. I just wanted variety. And somebody in the comments of the community post was like, oh, these rules are strict, you know, no fun rules. They're the most basic, normal rules of all time, and I'll tell you about them in a moment after we get rid of some countries here. Because we're about to be getting rid of some right now. Oh, that would have been cool. Oh, look at that, January year 2400, I did it. Alright, anyway, we're bringing it down to 20. Benin, New Zealand, Somalia, UK. How'd you make it this long? Spain. Bang, okay, cool. Now, anyway, let me explain to you, right? I'll even pull up my rules on my other screen because now I have 2 screens finally. Let's see. Let me read through the rules and explain them to you as I go along. Countries/regions have 2 lives, one given at its first appearance and the other if it comes back. After that, it's gone. That is not even too strict. I just don't want 1,000 times over for the same country to be appearing. France gets taken over, France appears again, France gets taken over, France appears again, France gets taken over. You know, so you get 2 lives and that's it. All right, 2. And I think that's completely fair. Silly stuff like Monkey Land takes over Germany will be ignored. Silly stuff like that is only going to be allowed in the normal top comment series, no made up countries or regions. Now, when I say made up countries or regions, you can't do that, right? I mean, like silly stuff like Monkey Land or something. You can say like, oh, you know, these 2 countries unite, like, for instance, the Alpine Republic is something we have. That's not an actual thing, but because it's a serious suggestion, I allowed it. And because, again, this is a more realistic series. It got flags, right? I'm not going to put a fucking monkey on Germany, you know what I mean? So if you want a monkey to take over some land, go to my normal series. I think that's completely okay to not allow here. Only the countries in the original image of Europe will be allowed, along with their regions, former names, and stuff like that. Cities aren't allowed since you wouldn't see them on the image. I think that is also completely reasonable. You know what I mean? Because it's a Europe series. Don't be asking for fucking China, right? Don't ask for China or the United States. This is legitimately just Europe. What are we doing? I think that's perfectly okay. Countries are only allowed to take over 1 country at a time, since saying Germany takes over all of Europe is the most boring thing you could say. Yeah, the top comment changes 1 thing series, saying X takes over the whole map is so boring. I don't like it, and I'll just ignore it. I think it's fair to only allow 1 country to be taken over at a time, because I'm also trying to get the series to last a little bit. You know, and when we get to a certain point, I'm going to be like, all right, you know, some of the rules are no longer going to be, you know, in play. Battle to the death. Who gets eliminated by who? Stuff like that. Or like, all right, out of everything left, pick 1 that wins. Boom. Like when it gets to a point where it's gone on long enough. You know, a country can only take over 2 regions at a time, but the regions have to border something of what's taken it over. Sea invasions are allowed. If the country is small like I'm not going to finish that. Then I'll just make whatever take it over completely. That is also completely fair, because regions like Bavaria and Saxony, they're smaller, right, than a fucking Germany. So letting Czechia, for instance, take over both of them at the same time is completely fair, right? Because they're not a country. Just, I think it's fair. 1 country at a time or 2 regions at a time. You know what I mean? Only 2 regions at a time can unite, but need to have a land border. Same thing for countries, right? That's also completely fair. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's an asterisk that should be put there because the UK and France, England and France don't border and should be able to unite, but I think it's completely fair. By the way, I'm just going to let it run until I'm done ranting. I'm sorry. I think it's completely fair for that to have that as a rule. You know what I mean? If you want something to gain independence down the line, only one thing can gain independence at a time. Yeah, I don't want like, oh hey, Bavaria, well also, fucking North Rhine-Westphalia gains independence. I don't want both of them gaining independence at a time. Just one at a time. That's just because I want only one at a time. That's probably one of the more strict rules. I just want only one at a time. Only one thing at a time. If you want the Soviet Union or anything like that to come back at full extent, then you need to change Russia to the Soviet Union and then focus on taking over the former countries one by one. Can't have all at once. Because again, this also fits into the 2 lives rule. The Soviet Union had Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Belarus, Ukraine, Moldova, I think Moldova, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia, along with Russia. That is 10 countries. That is a total of 20 lives. So in one video, 10 lives out of 20 are gone. And if these countries ever come back, they have, and that's it. That's their last life. All in one video, half of their lives are gone. 10 countries losing half their lives. So that's why I don't allow anything more than 2, right? You could also do like, oh, Russia just changes their flag to the Soviet Union, or Russia takes over Ukraine, forming the Soviet Union, or Belarus and Russia unite into the Soviet Union. You could do that, but you can't have all of it at once, you know, because of that live system. A 1 video buffer. Germany can't go on a rampage, taking over country after country every video, and the country/regions that got taken over can't rebel either for that 1 video buffer. This is just to like stop something like Germany takes over France, France rebels. And it's also going to stop like Germany takes over France, Germany takes over Poland, Germany takes over England, Germany takes over Austria, Germany takes over Denmark. Like, hey, we get it. Stop. Just stop. This is just to extend the videos for a little bit and get a little bit of difference every video. Alliances aren't allowed since most people wouldn't even know what's allied and what's not. That is also fair, because if I say in one video, oh hey, Russia and Portugal form an alliance, you think 5 videos later somebody's gonna know Russia and Portugal have an alliance? No, we don't allow alliances here. You can pretend like there's alliances. No, the water cannot take over anything or rise or anything like that. That's because somebody tried suggesting that. I'm like, no, what? Because again, it's supposed to be realistic, and I'm not trying to fucking draw water rising, you know what I mean? So, you know. Invading, which means a storyline akin to those in the Europe Top Comment V1, is not allowed. I cannot be bothered to update the flags that much for a storyline. That's also in response to somebody. So, because if for a storyline, right? If you remember my Europe Top Comment V1, Italy went against Austria, Hungary, Turkey joined in, the Soviet Union joined in, Spain joined in, right? Stuff like that. I don't want to update the flags that fucking much, along with whatever else happens in the video. Like, oh hey, this region gains independence, I can't speak, and also this storyline continue. Too much to do. A great reset is impossible. This continues until one survives, because I know people are going to be, great reset. No, it's battle royale. One will live. That is it. No resetting the damn map. A great reset is called We Start V2. Suggest one thing. That's the whole point of the one thing in the title. That's also in response to somebody who said like 50 things. So it's called the top comment changes one thing. So suggest one thing, you know. No, the water cannot change color. That's in response to somebody as well, because I chose that color of the water for a reason. I think it looks nice and makes the black outline of the water pop out. You know what I mean? No, you cannot change the whole map in one video. That's also in response to somebody, because they were trying to get the entire map to change into 1936 borders or something. No, we're not doing it. Also, because that's a whole lot. I have to get a whole different map or redraw the map. And I already did that to get the map set up. I just don't want to go through that long process again for one video. I think that's just fair that I don't want to do that. A country or region can't just disappear. It needs to be taken over or unite with. That was in response to somebody that wanted France to just disappear. Listen, as much as I hate France, let Germany take it over or something. You know what I mean? What are we doing? Let's see. Out of all that, that's 17 rules. None of that is like really strict. I'm not saying that you have to, you know, follow. Like, I'm not even saying you have to follow it strictly, and I will not allow any comments that break it. There's been times where somebody's definitely broken the rule, and I'm like, I'll allow it. They said something that's cool and that'd be interesting, and I want to do anyway. Like, one of them suggested 1,000 things, and I'm like, I'll just take the first thing he said. So we just had Galicia become independent, and I ignored everything else he said. You know, there's been people that have broken some rule, because I also don't allow historical borders to come in. That's not explicitly said, but it's kind of implied. I don't allow historical borders, so he's like, I want Naples to be independent. He meant the Kingdom of Naples, but I just gave Naples Campania, and it's like, that is completely fair. Definitely broke one of my rules, but I still chose his comment and did something with it. So, you know what I mean? Like, you can break any of the rules that I put, and if I can work with it in a way that does follow the rules that I have, I'll pick it anyway. You know what I mean? And these rules are not even strict. They're put in place to make the series last a little bit. You know what I mean? Because if I don't have, you know, stuff like only one country can get taken over at a time, only 2 regions at a time, only 2 regions can unite and all. If I don't have rules like that, limiting how much can happen at a time, the videos theoretically could end in a week. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I made it to where the videos are guaranteed to last a month at least. And if you look at it, there's so many regions in Europe. With all the regions you have, like Lazio, Tuscany, Campania, Calabria, Sicily, Sardinia, stuff like that, in just Italy, and there's still more, right? And then you have all the regions of France, all the regions of Spain, all the regions of Portugal, all the regions of Germany, all the regions of Russia. You have so many regions that if you go one by one, making every single one independent, the series can last half a year, at least. Alright, at least. So it's not really strict when you can do so much. You can make things come independent. You can take things over. You can make things unite. Just very simple stuff. I don't understand how this is strict and only one person complained. You know what I mean? Legitimately only the one person complained, and it's like, what are we doing? This is not that strict. It's legitimately the most basic bare bones rules. And my normal top comment series has pretty much every single one of these except for a select few in place as well. Anyway, now that I'm finally done ranting, Timor-Leste needs to get the fuck out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. See you guys.